Hello, this is England Polo of the Aspiring Writers, and today we're going to be starting a new series about aspiring reads, novels that will energize and take you to places that you have never imagined before, and novels that will show you how to write in ways that you could not have thought of. Today we're going to be talking about the first in this series, a man that is no longer with us and has passed but a few years ago. But his works live on and they show many people how to write and how to do things. And though his works are older, as he was older, his works are also still something that is groundbreaking even to the modern world. Something that's groundbreaking for a time where it seemed modern, even though it was back in the 70s where he had written most of them. This novelist is Michael Crichton, and today I want to talk about one of his lesser known series, a book that not many talk about, but a novel that's still great nonetheless. It's not Jurassic Park, it's not the Andromeda Strain, and it's not anything new, but it's also not anything old. It's not the start of anything, but instead more of an ending. I want to talk about Airframe. This is a novel of high stakes that does not catch the exact awe that most of his novels have with the frightening sci-fi and the real-world science that's blended in a perfect way that teaches you things that you didn't even know before you read them. But even though it's slow, it's also a novel that teaches us many things about the world and about things that we did not know before we read it. It's a novel of intrigue, and it's a novel that many say is in the same vein as the Andromeda Strain. And though it's not as influential as that one was, it's one that also still holds the test of time in many ways. Even whenever I bought it to read it back in the day, the people that I bought it from were telling me about how great it was, and I didn't even know they could have read it. In the vast bookstore, they were talking about this book in specific. This is the first book that I wish to tell you about, and I wish to show you to enlighten your reading prowess and to enlighten how you imagine things in your mind and how you can imagine writing yourself. I recommend that you read all his works, but for now we'll just focus on this one. Whenever they boarded the plane, most thought that it would be a normal everyday life experience and that they would get to where they needed to go or do what they needed to do or worry about that business trip. Seemed so important at the time, but now it seemed not important at all as a virus began to take over the plane, a virus that no one has ever seen before. Some say it was a biological weapon designed to hurt the USA. Some say that it was simply just a horrible case of something that has never been seen before. But this virus has struck people dead in almost an instant, and when 3 of the people on the plane are found that way, everyone begins to question what's going on, and tensions rise immensely. The problem is that whenever they try to land, the government keeps them from doing so because the virus cannot be released into the world. The only way for them to live is for them to find out what's happening and to get off that plane. It's a novel of intrigue and excitement, high stakes, and a novel I definitely recommend you should read. Some said it was a biological weapon. Some say it was a Some say it was a biological. Some say it was a biological weapon.